Hey, welcome to my tutorial on how to build websites in 2019. This video is going to be the first video in a series on how to get started building websites using coding languages such as HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. This video is made with complete beginners in mind that have very little or no coding experience. However, if you want to brush up on the basics of web development, then this video may be good for you. Now in 2019, there are many options that don't require you to code, but the benefit of learning how to code instead of just using drag and drop website builders are that you can personalize your website exactly the way that you like it. Many of these drag and drop website builders just have you enter information into a template. This can be frustrating if you can't find any templates that you like, or you only want to change part of a template. Second, you usually have to pay to use these online drag and drop sites. This investment will save you money in the long term because now every time you want to change your website, you can change it yourself instead of have to pay money to do it. Also, you'll be able to fix almost any problem that comes up on your website because you'll be more aware of how it was created. Finally, by learning how to code, you are expanding your skill set, and when you become good enough, you can add to your resume and even turn building websites for people or businesses into a profitable side hustle. Many people see coding as daunting or they aren't smart enough to do it. That's simply not true, and while the typical stereotype of programmer may not seem to fit you, anyone can learn how to code with some dedication and some practice. Consider the time you spend learning how to code as an investment in yourself, and that is the most important kind of work. With the introduction out of the way, let's get into the video. So before we get to the actual coding, I just want to let you all know what we're going to be doing in this video. We're going to be showing you how to put text on a web page. We're going to be showing you how to create a link, so if somebody's on your website, they can click a link and you can redirect them to a different page. We're going to be showing you how to create a header to do large text like you see on the front of many like news articles and stuff like that. And then we're also going to show you how to move content on your page so you don't just have it on the left side all the time. So when you start writing on the left, you can actually move content on your website to just the center of the screen, just like this Google is right here. I'm also going to show you how to change the title of your web page and a couple other different things. But with that out of the way, let's get started. So how do we get started? The first thing you need to know is websites must be built using a text editor. Really, anything you could type words into and save. You could build a website using WordPad, Notepad, or many other free text editing software. While you are free to use any text editor of your choice, for this video we're going to use a text editor called Atom, spelled A-T-O-M. The reason why we're going to use Atom is because they have a lot of beginner-friendly tools that will speed up the learning process and help us to get started much faster. Atom is also good for intermediate and advanced web development as well, so it's good to get familiar with it. Next, we're going to select atom.io, and then we're going to download it for Windows. Atom's also available for macOS and Linux as well. So right here, select the download button, and after it finishes downloading, we'll get started. Now that we have Atom downloaded, we can begin by clicking on File in the top left corner and then click New File. Then click File again and go down to Save As. Make sure you put the file somewhere where you won't lose it or forget it, and we're going to name the file index.html. The reason we named the file index.html is because index is the first file that we will open on our website. That is just something you must remember in web development. Index will always be your home page or the first page opened on your website, and HTML is the file extension. .html means that we are declaring the file as an HTML file. HTML files are files used to create web pages and contain the information that we will display on our website. So, what does HTML mean? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and the cool thing about HTML is that while there are a few things that you have to remember, the learning curve is shallow compared to other traditional programming languages. In HTML, there are elements usually consisting of start and end tags that help us to choose how we would like to display the information on our web page. To get started, simply type in HTML and hit enter. Now you may be surprised to see all this code out of nowhere. All that has happened is Atom, our text editor, has created what is called an HTML skeleton for us to get started. Usually, you have to type all this stuff yourself, but now it's done for us. Now, back to the tags I was talking about earlier. Tags are used to write code in HTML. For example, this HTML tag lets the browser know that this is an HTML file. The title tag is used to change what is displayed in the tab of our browser. Type in my website. If you click a tag,
It will underline the tag you clicked on in the matching tag so you can easily see where your tags begin and end. The body tag is the main part where we will write code in HTML. Just like the name implies, it is the body of our HTML document. In the body tag, we will write HTML that will display on our web page. It is where the bulk of the HTML code is written. These tags are part of an overall element that starts with the start tag, in between is content, and ends with the end tag. For example, the title tag starts with this opening title tag, in between is the content that we wrote in, my website, and closes with the closing tag, title. Later, we will go back and explain what everything means, but for now, let's get to writing some HTML. The first tag we're going to learn is the paragraph tag. In basic text editors, we would have to write out the opening and closing tag. In Atom, we can simply type the letter P and hit enter. This makes our opening and closing tags for us. And while this is good for saving time and convenient, it's good to practice typing it out manually when you first start because there are a couple of exceptions. You can type in anything you want. I'm just going to write, I'm already coding. Also, note that the closing tag has a / inside of the tag before the P. All closing tags in HTML are going to have a /, so remember that. Although, there are a few tags in HTML that don't have a forward tag, such as the break tag. This tag is like hitting enter in a Word document or going to the next line. The break tag is only one tag, so there isn't a closing tag. Simply type in BR. So let's do that. Now, we have a new line in our HTML. Type in another P and hit enter. Let's say this is easy. The paragraph tags use for smaller text, but what if we want something larger? The header tag allows us to easily write large text. Type in H1 for the header tag. Also, if you forget what a tag is, Atom tells you on the right side what each tag stands for. The header tag goes from 1 through 6, with H1 being the largest and H6 being the smallest. In our header tag, let's write I am a header. There you go. Most people like their headings to be front and center on their website, so let's do that. We can do this with something called an attribute. An attribute is used to define additional information about the element that we are creating. Remember that an element is just the start tag, content, and the end tag. Inside our header tag, type align equals, and in quotation marks, write center.
The next tag that we're going to learn is the link tag. We can make this tag by just simply typing in A. The special thing about the link tag is that we must define its destination. We can do that by simply typing in https:// and then basically any website. So we're just going to do google.com for this demo. And then inside of here we can enter its content. So just write, this is a link, click me. And later we'll be able to put in images or any other type of text. So this is what is going to be where it's redirected to once we click it, and this is going to be what the link actually says once we create our website. So this href is just saying this is the destination of our link, and then this is the actual URL of the link that we're putting in.
Make sure you save. You can do this by going to File and then going down to Save. And now it's time to look at our website. So go to your File Explorer and locate where you put the file. So you're going to want to right click the file and then go to Open With, and then Open with Google Chrome. Now here's our web page, and congrats, you've just made your own website. Your header is centered just like we said it should be, and if you click the link, it should take you to google.com. Next video, we're going to learn how to use CSS to style our website so they look better by changing our colors, fonts, size of text, and more. We're also going to learn how to add pictures to our website. If this video helped you, please like it. It really helps out the channel, and if you have any comments, drop them down below. I'll do my best to get to all of them. Thanks for watching.